208 008. Now, if you fancy combining great music with helping a good cause, I've got just the thing for you. Local lad Steve Follows has decided to do something great for charity, and along with his band, the Steve Follows Band, he's written a single called Combat Body Armour, and he's going to donate all the money from it to Help for Heroes. So I spoke to Steve earlier on, and I asked him how this all came about.
Basically, we got together, we used to have a band in the 90s, and we got together again, started pre-recording some old tracks that we used to play, and then we come across a couple of tracks that we thought, oh, actually, that sounds quite nice, that one does. So we kind of formed it into a tune to go out for injured soldiers.
Why was that? What was the inspiration for you getting involved with Help the Heroes?
Well, the main thing is just giving something back. So I used to be in the RAF for 15 years, and my contract ended. So it was nice to give something back, back into the RAF, really.
And so the song is available for download, isn't it? And the money will go towards Help the Heroes. Is that right?
It is, yeah. There's some links. There's a Facebook site and a Twitter site. Basically, if you type in Combat Body Armour Freedom or my name, Steve Follows, there's a widget on there that people can open the widget up. They can actually listen to the track. And if they like the track, they can also buy it as well. And the widget's also available on the Twitter site.
And somebody else got involved, didn't they, with your band on this particular single?
Yes, it was a very famous person called Derek Holt. Famous, obviously, for his Climax Blues band. Yeah. He was the vocals and the songwriter of the lyrics. He's had some great hits like, what was it called, I Love You, and Couldn't Get It Right back in the 80s. And it was a real privilege, working with...
How did he get involved with this, then?
Well, we have a little network of friends and musician friends, and we put this track together. And he said, actually, that sounds pretty good. We can, I can write something for that. So what I actually did, the actual lyrics were based on my experiences when I was out in Iraq in 2007. So I just put some buzzwords down for him, and he kind of formed them into these amazing lyrics, which you'll hear on the track. And
of course, if people think they might recognise your name, that's because they might know your dad as well. Your dad was the creator and the writer of a rather famous cartoon in our local Sentinel newspaper.
He was, yes. God bless him. There's Dave Follows. Everyone knows him for the May and Our Lady comic strip. Just been looking at a few facts, actually. The first one was published on July the 8th, 1985. Now, we're talking nearly 30 years ago. So, it's a long-standing comic strip, which has gone down, well, hopefully really well with Potter's people.
Because we were doing a thing on the show yesterday about local accents, and that was all about the local dialect, wasn't it?
Right, yes, that's right, yeah. It's amazing how, it stood the test of time, really. And, obviously the humour's come through on the comic strips, and there's been some absolutely amazing punchlines. It's been absolutely fantastic.
And you accepted an award on his behalf, didn't you, earlier this year? What was that like?
I did, yeah. That was the Heritage Award for the Stoke-on-Trent. That was quite nerve-wracking, because you had quite a lot of people there. But, it's in, memory of Dave Follows, really, the cartoonist for the May and Mar Lady strip. So, yeah, it's brilliant receiving awards for his work. Because he died in 2003, but his work's still syndicated and still lives on, really.
That's fantastic. And as far as your band is concerned, you've got an album out this year, is that right?
I'm trying to get a summer song out, actually, for the summer, Steve Follows band. So I'm working on that, and there's also a Christmas track called New York v London, which I'm hoping to be pushing out around beginning of December. So I'm frantically working on them at the moment, and obviously trying to promote this Combat Body Armour Freedom song. So yeah, it's quite busy at the moment.
I thought it would be a bit rude if we didn't play at least a bit of the song. So this is the song. If you go to a search engine and just search for Help for Heroes, it's called Combat Body Armour. If you download it for about 79p, the money goes to Help for Heroes.
job done.
Is called Combat Body Armour. You were hearing me speak to Steve Follows from Steve Follows band, local lad. You probably remember his dad for writing that comic strip in the Sentinel. Dave Follows. Steve's decided to write this single, Combat Body Armour, and if you download it, it's about 79p in most places, he said. Then the money all goes to help for heroes. So all you need to do is go to a search engine and look up Combat Body Armour, and the money will all go to help for heroes. You can't complain at that, can you? That's absolutely brilliant and a very nice thing to have done. Just having a quick check through other